This is two. Take two. My network once again playing games when I'm not in the mood to play games. Welcome to my stream. My name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have fun with me. You can support the channel by subscribing, liking the chat, and coming back again and watching more videos, and sharing as well. If you find something interesting about the live to share. And also, if you want support in any other way, my email and my Instagram is there in my description of this live. So I appreciate you, beautiful people. Yeah, so today I said I wanted to do in the topic title of the video. I don't know if I like say topic Nigerian. In the title of the video, I am going to be doing my makeup, and this makeup is totally inspired by looking at my eyes in the mirror this morning and realizing how much space there was between my eyebrows and like my lids. Yeah, this space of my eyelids, let's just say my eyelids, how big they were. And I was like, how about I just smear a ton of eyeshadow on there? Like, I wonder what that would look like. Also, I don't put on makeup on string except lip gloss and all of that. So I was like, I wonder how people might react to my makeup. I have this huge palette of makeup that I got. I bought it because the palette was very, very cute, and I bought it like 2 years ago. But if I open it like this, all of the powder is going to fall on the table and make a mess. So that's how very. And I asked the lady, I was like, "Ma'am, is this palette pigmented?" And she was like, "It's pigmented. It's pigmented." And it's like, it's not pigmented at all. But they have a variety of colors. Um, it has a variety of colors which have been smeared together, which is a sign of use. Yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. There's this mirror and all of that. This is my book. There's this mirror and all of that, but yeah, I'm not going to be using this today. Maybe I should. I don't know. I have another eyeshadow palette, so I'll be checking that out. This is my purse of products I have accumulated over the years. I grew up believing that I was not a makeup girly, because I thought I was not girl enough. I was not woman enough. I thought there was a language girls were speaking that I could not understand, and I thought that was makeup language. But now I realized that that was just a very narrow-minded view of the world. Makeup is anything I decide it is. There is no rule applicable to this whole thing. It is my face and I'm the one making it up. So that is what makeup is. So this is another palette that I have. It's very, very old, very, very cheap, no name brand. It's just it has been my companion for so many years. Hello, PS 1602. It has been my companion for so many years, and I'm going to be trying to use some of it today. I don't know how that will work. um Also, when it comes to like powders and foundation, and it's more of how whatever I see when I go to the market and I'm like, does this match my tone? I'm not really like, I'm not a strict regiment master about my products, because those kind of things happen when you have a certain level of spending power and you can like demand stuff. Hello, Alexandra. I'm fine, Maltsev. That's correct, yeah? Ty Gavarish Paruski? Yani Gavarish Minoga Paruski. Like, how do you call it? Small. Hi. Where are you from? Good T. Yeah, is Nigeria. Umunyaza votes king. Yes, Umunyaza votes king. V. I'm speaking Russian. I understand it like this small. So I try to stop myself from scraping off all of my eyebrows yesterday, or just the grace of the idea that I can actually enjoy having very slim brows. I like having slim brows. They make my face brighter. I used to shave all of my brows before because I wanted to just rebel against this whole thing I grew up with, where everybody was like, "Oh, your eyebrows are full. They are God's gifts." And I'm like, "No, shut up. My eyebrows are not any gift. They just look so." I didn't like the way they looked on my face. And anytime I tried to shave it, people always stop me like, which doesn't matter, like people should not stop me from doing what I want to do with my body. But then I felt the hard power, so they'll be like, "Don't shave your brows. You look ugly." And so I started shaving my brows much later, much later, when like I was more like free away and from all those school and everything. I started shaving all of my brows off because I was like, that ugly that people feel is such a sin for me to look like. I want to look like that, and I want to see if it bothers me. And it didn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm not afraid to look ugly, even though I know that's not true. It's just their own perception of what beauty is. Like when I look in the mirror with shaved brows, I don't see ugly. I just see my face, and I like what I see. But anyways, I started shaving my brows like very slim, and I was like, "Oh, this is also pretty as well. I can also do something new." So I started shaving it slim like this. And when I was looking at it yesterday, I was like, or today, this morning, when I was looking at it in the mirror, I was like, I would like to splash like some eyeshadow over this, and I wonder how that would look like. I think it will look pretty. So that's why I'm here doing my makeup today. So today I'm not going to put on like foundation. I'm just going to put on this sunscreen I bought last month or July. I don't remember now, like 2 months ago. I got this sunscreen, and I like the way it looked as a base for my makeup. And once I put it on, I don't need to add like concealer, I think, or foundation. So I'm going to put on that sunscreen now. It's not this type of sunscreen that meshes well with this is my makeup bag. It's not that sunscreen that meshes well with your face. It's my skin tone, but I just like the way it has this. I'm going to take off my rings. I like the way it has this white cast. That was odd. Why did you jump out like that? Oh, I should have brought my mirror. I can't see like this. Hold on, let me get my mirror. Hold up, 5 seconds. Everybody left. Anyway, this is my mirror. This is my teddy bear, my friend. This is my mirror. So I'm going to be using it for close-up effect because I can't see from very far away like the effect of my stuff. So, and I'm going to remove my glasses now. I hope the only issue is if I remove my glasses, I won't be able to see the messages. Can't win, man. Can't win. I don't like putting makeup there. So I don't like putting makeup here as well. Let's just rub it. I'm not seeing the chat, but if you're saying hi, hello, my name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Where are you from? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Although today is 9/11, a day of tragedy for a lot of people, and I hope they have some comfort today wherever they are. I hope they find comfort at this point. Okay, I just want to let you know that I don't really know too much about makeup. So I'm just like doing what I do on a regular, just doing what I do. Why did I say I'll do makeup? Now I can't see anything. Let's put a little bit of it on my eyes. Good afternoon. Jonathan. Sorry, I can't see properly. Good afternoon, Jonathan. Where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. And my name is King. I hope you're having a lovely day today. This sunscreen leaves a little bit of white cast, I guess. This is why I'm using it as a base. This is going to be a chaotic life. I don't think this looks good, but whatever, man. Let's just keep going. Oh my god, I can't see anything. I should get contact, yeah. I think that is an opinion. My name is King. That's just my space in this world. My name is King, not Queen. Okay. I wonder if you guys can notice how very uneven this whole application is, and now I'm regretting the whole thing. Where are you in Nigeria? I am in Nigeria too. Okay. I am streaming from Lagos State. Where are you visiting me from? This looks very uneven, yeah, but it's part of the design. Part of the design. Okay, so sunscreen over. What next? What do I want to do now? Delta State. Cool. Jonathan from Delta State. That is cool. How is the weather in Delta State? Are you guys seeing the rains? The rain between you guys like us over here. Although the rains have not been consistent, it just started like maybe day before yesterday or yesterday. What should I do? I like this powder. I wonder how the rains are in Delta State. So what else to talk about? Yeah, that's why I'm doing the makeup. I want a different look. I want a different look. But thank you. That is a compliment. Yeah, I'll take it as a compliment. Yeah, I'll take it as a compliment. So excuse me, I'm going to remove my glasses again. I'm not going to see this chat for a while. So something interesting happened, in America. Oh my god. Every day something with that country. Which is kind of poetic, I think, for how much havoc they have caused for countries like ours and countries all over the world and continents all over the world. I think they deserve, they deserve everything they are seeing right now. They elected that guy into power. They knew what he was, but they refused to open their ears to conversation about what he was, and they put him inside their White House. That's their White House. Oh, the White House, the White House. They put him inside there, and he now gave birth to minions that would want to force people to buy into their ideologies. The only thing consistent about that man is his inconsistencies. And like every cult, they always explain away the inconsistencies. Like which day I was seeing news about some farmers crying about how they did not get any, that they are going to lose their lands and lose their farms because of this policy that he put in place. Yeah, and they're crying that please, we voted for you, help us out. Meanwhile, before this thing happened to all of them, there was this thing that he did with his vice president where they um, bought, they invested in foreclosed land. So foreclosure is when a bank comes to take the property of somebody that cannot pay the debt, the loan that they borrowed. Yeah, I think that's the main gist of it, foreclosure. So for them to speculatively invest in such a move means that they were expecting these farmers to lose the lands, and they're expecting to gain from being right about their predictions. I don't know if I'm making sense, y'all. Anyways, my point is something happened yesterday, and how to say this now? No raise in Delta for now. Oh, okay. So, like, are you guys experiencing dry season? Like, if there are no rains, is that you guys are in proper um harmattan, or it's just like humidity is high and all of that, or you guys have started experiencing harmattan? We've not started experiencing harmattan here. Ah, this is why I don't like putting on makeup sometimes. Anyways, I think this is the most I can do with this today. Let me now put on a little bit of eyeshadow, and then I think I will now close up shop for the makeup aspect of this video. When I put on pencils, the pencils that I buy from the market, they have this reaction to them, so it's not pleasant. So I think my eyes is very sensitive. I know some King, you know so much about the US. Have you lived in the US before? No, my dear. I think when I was a kid, watching TV, a lot of TV, and just watching a lot of TV, the things I've heard about America just made me feel like, you know what? No, know about this country. Not knowledgeable, like know about this country. Like, I don't like the country. It's not a very, doesn't seem like somewhere that is hospitable, doesn't seem like somewhere I might, feel safe to visit. That's just me though. I don't know about other people. A lot of people are, especially in this Nigeria, a lot of people aspire to, visit America, like, the land of the free. But no, America does not do it for me. America does not do it for me. So I'm going to try to put on a little bit of eyeshadow, or a lot of eyeshadow. I don't know if I should use black eyeshadow or not sure. I have this pack of brushes. Okay. Anyways, something happened yesterday. Somebody was shot in the street at a public event, speaking event, at the, what do you call it, a university or college anyhow, and it was terrible, man. I was so shocked because it's not common. Funny enough, before that news came up, I was just talking to somebody about how America is a very funny place where, like, you can just step into a big a supermarket, like a shopping mall, and buy a gun. What? Why? So I'm going to be using this color. I don't know if you care about it. I just want to show you. I'm going to be using these two colors, pink and purple. They seem very safe. Should I use red instead of orange? They seem very safe. Let me use this gold and this brown. So what was I saying about America? About I think America is a very funny place. Like you can just walk into any shop and buy a gun. I was watching this show, Hunting Wives. I can't finish it. Like I don't think I'll finish that show. It was about a group of it's about a group of white women married to a certain kind of men, cis white men, and they get up to no good. They have this clique and they do the only thing I want to bring out of this thing is like there's one episode where somebody that one of the women, one of the wives that was like, hello, I don't believe in guns, guns this, guns that. I don't believe in any of that. And after saying that at the start of the whatever, by episode 2 she's buying a gun. Like they take her to a store and it's like this whole, I don't know, is it a novelty store they call it? They take her to a store and they help her pick a weapon, and it's this sort of process where it's like as if you're buying something like a new bag or a new shoe, and it's like, bro, insane, insanity. Why do you look forward to purchasing a gun as if you're buying something like a bag or a shoe? Do you know what a gun is? Anyways, this person that was gunned down was a very huge advocate for guns being used anyhow. He said they should not regulate guns, that the people of America have a right to what protect themselves. Like they don't have one of the biggest police force system in the world. Like their police is not doing anything for them. They need to have their own personal guns. That is why in their country somebody can ring a bell, a child can ring a bell and be shut down by a paranoid freak or just some random citizen. Or somebody can just be angry one day and say he's going to shoot up his school, and he goes to school and starts shooting them up, and people in the country are like, hello, guns should be regulated. This is a sign that guns should be regulated. And people like this man will come out and say, no, don't regulate guns, no, crying like a baby, don't regulate the guns, everybody has the right to protect themselves. Oh. Don't you think we need guns in Nigeria? No, my dear, we don't need guns in Nigeria. There are a lot of mad people roaming the streets that look like normal human beings. Imagine putting a gun in, just imagine a situation where, like in Nigeria, where just on the road, where like somebody can just hit you wrongly, and before you know, are you mad? Are you stupid? They'll just bring a gun from their purse. It don't end. Second of all, in a country like Nigeria, in America where they have actual justice systems that they sometimes pretend work, here we don't even have a pretend justice system, okay? Nobody's going to protect you, nobody's going to fight for you. There are a lot of people that have died in so many situations in this country that their cases will never see space in the court of law, except there's this massive public outcry, and most of the time somebody can buy out the system and then nobody gets any form of justice. It's just a waste of effort. So imagine that one is already happening now. Imagine everybody now has a gun. You get, like, do you think you, the ordinary person, that you are thinking about it in a very logical way, do you think you have more access, like you have easy access to that gun than the more insane people? Like just picture it. Like you think, if you're thinking about a gun, don't think about it from an individualistic aspect. And me, I'll be responsible. The people I know are responsible. They wouldn't do this. Terrorized by gunmen. If you talk about that aspect of terrorism by gunmen, do you think, me, I feel like personally it is on the government to handle situations like terrorism from gunmen. And the fact that the government that has all the resources and facilities to handle cases like that are deciding that we, the people, should find our own ways of solution to situations like that, I think that is very illogical. See, another thing that you even like your question is even bringing up for me now is this ideology that we are socialized to believe in this country, that when something is happening to us because of the systems of oppression and exploitation we find ourselves under, we should not demand better from the people that run these systems. We should find solutions by ourselves, even though 80% of the population cannot afford said solutions. 80% of populations cannot afford said solutions. The trend will not be checked. The trend will not be checked because you forget in Nigeria we have something called jungle justice, yeah? And these are people that do not have guns. Oh. The people that have died innocently from jungle justice, was it gunmen that killed those people? Let's not forget about Port Harcourt 4. Those boys that just went to that village randomly. They were just on their way to school and they ended up in that village and they were slaughtered, and it was recorded and posted everywhere for people to watch in horror as these boys were begging for their life, but they were killed and burnt, and the villagers went back to sleep. Was it terrorist gunmen? Was it Boko Haram that did that to those boys? The people that were that go on this our roads, like do road travel in Nigeria, and they are attacked by and they're attacked by random armed robbers. I'm talking before the aspect of people started talking about Fulani herdsmen. Before that era, you know that people were still being killed and kidnapped on the roads. Before it became a thing in this country that, oh, there are whatever herdsmen. Then that's the thing I was saying, like the idea of checking it is not real. That is fake. You are looking at it from the American view. Look at it from your own perspective. Look at it from the people you live with, the level of literacy in this country. Is it something that you think can handle a weapon as uncontrollable as guns? The level of literacy in this country, and many people go to school, and many people understand nuance, and many people understand the rule of law. We still have people burning people alive in the streets for stealing something at the market. We still have those type of cases. We still have people that are being attacked under the bridge at night. We still have all of those. We've not settled it. We want to now bring gun. That will not fly. Me, I'm against it. You are only thinking of yourself and the way you will do it. You are not thinking about the populace that we have. Then there's also the idea of what? Tribalism and bigotry that is spreading so rampant among discussion online about how this person is doing like this because they are from this tribe. I just do like this one from this tribe. Me and all of us are in the same melting pot of one country. At least those people in America, they have the issue of, say, they can start being racist. Oh, your race is black, my race is white. Here, who are you now going to pick as your enemy? There's already propaganda that Northerners, all of the Northerners are the ones that are killing people on the road. If all of the Northerners are the ones killing the people on the road, so are they still the ones killing themselves in their villages? The people that are dying in Borno states, are they still the ones killing them? Why would they be killing themselves? Why don't they go to the government houses to attack so that they can get the money that they want? No, they are killing poor farmers in villages, waking them up at night, burning their huts in the villages and telling them that they are killing them. The government of such states are still chopping money, being safe in their homes. The government are not going to attack those politicians, but it's poor men, poor people, hunters, gatherers that barely even see electricity in their houses, that don't know what is going on online, that gunmen are going to attack. Also, the idea of saying let's bring gun, there's already gun in Nigeria, but you can never have access to it because it's not going to fulfill the people that are selling it propaganda. The people that align the importation of guns and are sponsoring it to all these terrorist groups in this country, they are not going to get any money from me. The money they're going to get from me is too small. It's too small. So they will not sell it to you. There's already gun in this country. We just don't have any formal sort of legislation about it that allows it to be sold in market squares and in shopping malls. They will not sell it to you. How much do you want to buy their gun? Well, do you know how much it is to produce one gun? What is your naira going to do to them? No, they will sell it to bodies that are making money from this sponsored terrorism in our country. They're not going to make money from you. Sorry to say, your one gun is not going to add money to the billions and billions that the people that are sponsoring this terrorism are getting from it. In America today, there is still legislation that are trying to force a ban, force just regulation, not even ban, just regulation of these guns in their country, a country that looks like it works from our perspective. There is still legislation fighting it, and those people are saying no because they are making serious money from causing harm in that country. They are making serious money from the production and the sales of those weapons. Serious money. And the people that they are making the money from are still crying that no, let's legislate it. The ones that are saying no, let's not legislate it, look at what happened to him. He has been going on this speaking tours for years. He has been online. He has been a huge proponent. Children will just wake up one morning, go to school. Their parents will not see them. Pikin wey you carry for 9 months will go to school. Just to go to school, what are they learning? 1, 2, 3, ABC. Somebody will not say, oh, I'm angry, my parents did not treat me right, and shoot everybody in the school, and the government will not do anything in a country that works. Talk less of here. That mad people are roaming up and down, and they are just pretending wearing suit and tie. Don't even bring that talk to Nigeria. Nigeria has no place in this gun discussion at all because there's already guns in this country, but it's not making money for the people that are bringing it. So the people that are going to give them the money, the worth of the guns they are bringing, they are the ones that are getting the guns. They are the ones that are doing all this propaganda of Fulani herdsmen and Boko Haram and this and this and this. There are minerals in Borno State. There are minerals in Jos. People are going there to steal. They don't want to pay those people that own those lands, so they are killing them, chasing them out of their house in the night. Why are you chasing out farmers from their huts? If they had gun, they will not be begging for that. So you want to give a kindergarten child a gun to go to school because his classmates can kill him? Have you ever heard of accidental discharge? Have you ever heard of an accidental discharge? You don't know that there is a law against keeping an unchecked firearm where children are. As a gun owner in America, you cannot keep firearms where kids are because there's the concept of accidental discharge, where a child can be playing with a gun and just shoot their heads off in their own homes. Like I said, you can't be talking from an individualistic aspect of you are watching too much film. You are watching too much film. Come back to reality. Come back to earth. Come back to the country you are living in right now. Come back. Come back. So you walk around on the road and you want to tell me that you've not pissed somebody off before in the bus or at the market or interaction with your friends. You've not pissed anybody off in your life. You're just a saint walking around. You don't piss anybody off. You don't argue with people. You don't have like banter with people. Those are the reasons why people are dying in that country that you're looking at. They are admiring their legislation for guns. Those are the kind of people that are losing their life. People that are just having random conversations, kids playing on the streets, people sending their children to school. I don't think me and you will agree on this matter, my dear Jonathan. Me and you can never agree on this matter. All these ones you are saying, you are watching film, you are using film logic. That is not how it applies in real life. Maybe you should go and converse with other people about this idea, but this idea you're telling me, it will not fly. I will not take it. It doesn't make any sense. Armed robbers. How many times have armed robbers attacked your house in 365 days of the year? Tell me, you that you're talking about armed robbers, how many times armed robbers attack you 365 days of the year? Then compare yourself to somebody that lives in Borno, an ordinary citizen that is just living their life in Borno because they don't have any money to get out of that state. They have to live in Borno state. Meanwhile, when students are being deployed, like when people finish university and are being deployed to those parts of the country, what are they doing? They pay millions and hundreds of thousands not to be deployed to those states. They cannot even bear to stay there for 3 weeks. The government will say, no, don't go there. How many those people that you are running away from, those states you are refusing to look at, do you think they've not thought of having guns? Do you think they can ever afford a gun? And even if they afford a gun, how will it protect them and their community and their family and their cousins that are living in another state or in another area? How many times have armed robbers attacked your house in a year? In 2 years? Ha! Nigeria produce things themselves, please. like I said, you are talking like you live in a fantasy world, to be honest. Producing which gun? The biscuits you are eating, do you know how many factories are producing them? The biscuits you eat, the bread you eat, how many factories do you know are working in this country? The steel country that the steel industry that we're building in the 70s are doing well. No be which man, is it not Atiku abi who Babangida that shut those industries down, refused to pay the pensioners, and they died out of frustration waiting for their pension after working in those industries. Now we don't have such industries in this country anymore. Hello Fabian. Hello. How many things do you know your country is producing, my dear? Look around you. How many things? How many things is your country producing in this your country? How many are they producing? A politician. Neither. Maybe or like in my channel I talk about mathematics, so I guess maybe I teach a bit, but I'm not a politician. I'm just saying we need to live. We need to consider the reality of where we live in. Common oil that full everywhere in this country. Do you know, since when I was a child, I've been hearing about Nigeria having their own refinery. Now that we get refinery, it's causing problem and disaster everywhere. On top say ordinary refinery. Upon refinery, did our fuel price reduce? No. The people that are making money in this country, that are exploiting you and I, the average person, those people, they are not dreaming the dreams you are having. No. The dreams, the logic you are applying, they don't used to apply, and they are the ones calling the shots in this country. They are the ones calling the shots in this country. You need to always consider them when you think about things like that. You always consider those parasites that are calling themselves our leaders and our politicians. Consider them, and you realize that a lot of things no go favor you, my dear. Common, what issue do we what do we even have in this country that will be like Nigerians these politicians have abused and misused? Like now JAMB is nothing to write home about. JAMB is nothing to write home about. People change their career paths. People change their career path because of what JAMB says in the result. Now we realize that maybe JAMB has been lying to us all along. JAMB has been lying to us all along. So project this to the National Assembly. Project what? I don't know. Are you a part of the National Assembly? I'm even talking about JAMB. What about electricity? Electricity, we still don't have 24 hours of electricity in this our country till now, because the people that are lobbying for their containers of generators and inverters don't join the party. People that are lobbying for generators that are bringing containers, do you think they want us to have constant light? Imagine all the businesses in Lagos alone, that is the biggest money maker in this country. Imagine all the businesses in Lagos don't use generator anymore. You know how that's going to affect the fuel economy, people that are making money from filling station everywhere. Those people that own filling station everywhere, they... Hello, Hamed. Okay. Let's change the topic. I will. That's not even what I wanted to. I just wanted to. Anyway, thank you for having a discussion with me, Jonathan. Like, thank you. Hello, Ahmed. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I think my eyeshadow is enough, man. I'm not even interested again. I don't tire. Let's move on to lip gloss. Ahmed, how are you? It's been a while. I've not seen you here. I'm fine. I want to put on lipstick now, and we'll call it a day on my makeup adventures on stream. Don't fall, I beg. How is work, Ahmed? How is your business? Okay. Okay. That would be so nice, but I'm almost done. I wish you were there in the beginning, so you'd help me with my makeup. But now I'm almost done. Yeah. All I have to do is put on lipstick and I'm done. And I have these two lipstick that I like that I got recently. I'm going to put this one because it's like a pepper red. It shows up better than the other one. And this is my lip gloss. I'll just do that now. And yeah, I've stopped talking about it now. I'll start talking about it. I'm about to finish my makeup. What do I even want to talk about it? I have this book here that I want to in case you're joining. I know you're joining for the first time here, Jonathan. I have this book. No, I'm not finishing my live yet, Ahmed. I'm still on for a very long time, so you can relax. So I have this book, yeah. I started reading it last week and I'm going to read a chapter today. Why? I'm a pro. I'm a pro. Oh, that one is movie tricks. It's not all the time it happens like that, and it's a movie trick, just to make you laugh. I don't think I've ever had that situation except when I'm in a moving vehicle. Trying to put lipstick in a moving vehicle will happen. That will happen to you definitely. Ah, why? My title of my life is literally makeup, bro. Ah, the title of my life is literally makeup. I'm sorry, you're going to have to see me do makeup. Oh my god. I like doing makeup. Oh, I like painting my face. Oh, 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 oh. I like it a lot. I wanted to do something more dramatic, but the mood is not right. Also, it's kind of hot, and it's not convenient for my setup like this to do makeup. Why are you asking, Jonathan? Are you married, Jonathan? Why are you asking about my marital status? Are you married, Jonathan? I'm curious. I think I like the only thing that I like about this makeup are my lips. Anyway, that was a fun attempt. Didn't go too well like I planned, but didn't go as well as I planned, but here we are. I'm done. Yeah, I think today, because of the mood of everything and how it was very clumsy, I think I would rate my makeup like 5, just average, because this is not how I like to paint my face. I like to paint it extra more. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. That's so nice. Thank you. I hope you show up for more videos. I stream. I try to stream every day, you know, and all that. So thank you. Yeah. So so I was talking about this book, yeah. So this is the book I'm reading. I'm reading like 4 books currently, and I'm on chapter 6 of this book. So I read it last week. I think I read it for a week now. Usually what I do is I read it out on my page, and then like I discuss it. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read it by myself. And okay, yeah, sorry, the title of the book is Family. It is by California Cooper. She's a black woman author, which I'm very happy. Yeah, I got it second hand at the second hand bookstore, my plug. And yeah, so should I tell you the start of the story before I start reading this chapter? um the story is about a this woman here on the cover. I think she's the one. She is a, or she was, and it is set in before the Civil Rights Act in America. That's like in the 1800s. That's slavery period in America. And so this is about this woman that dies, as a slave, but she does not ascend to heaven or descend to hell. She keeps on floating over that area, over the country, over the sky, watching over her children, because she wanted her children to die with her, but she could not. The medicine she gave them did not work, because as usual, like a slave, it's not something that somebody wants to live as. Yeah. So the suffering was so bad, and she was so scared, and she was like, no, I can't let my children suffer this thing. No. So she tried to kill herself and her children, but she was the only one that died. So she didn't go anywhere. So she was watching over her children now. So she has four children. She had four children. She had a firstborn called Always, secondborn, it was a boy, then two girls. Two girls. No, no, about what? The book is interesting. Oh, let me tell you, very, very interesting. So, oh, you are not married. Okay. Then it doesn't matter now. Me, I don't. Okay, let me tell you the things I do on my channel. My channel rules is like, we don't talk about age, and we don't talk about marital status, because then everything becomes colored, and it becomes like some kind of expectations or something, and I rather not. I rather you just take me as I came on stream, and we go from there. Hello, Zamo the Wax. My name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Where are you from? Hi, 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 hi. Where are you from? I hope you enjoy today's stream. Um, yeah, I started doing my makeup, but now I'm done with my makeup, so you missed that part of the stream. Yeah. So, anyways, I was talking about this story. I said I want to read this book. Yeah, Family. The name of the book is Family. So, this woman now, she starts to watch over her children. She has four children, and two end up leaving the plantation. One tries to escape, that's the boy. Her son tries to escape, and he fails at the first attempt, nearly dies, as in they beat him within an inch of his life, his slave masters. And then he makes a second attempt, and he finally escapes. And she watches him as his life progresses, and she's telling us, like we the reader, she's telling us. And it's so interesting that her son was able to marry a white woman, a French woman, and I think he lived a peaceful life afterward or something. I don't know yet. She just said it's that way. Then her second child that left the farm was sold to a man. The man was not in there from their place. The man now took her away from the country to Scotland, and the man married her as a free woman. So she had children and grandchildren. And this ghost now that was so scared of her life as a slave and how the world was, and she was so scared that there would be no freedom for her children. This book, I'm talking about this book, Family. I'm talking about the characters in this book, what this book is about. This book is about this woman, okay? And I'm telling you that this woman, she tries to kill herself and she dies, but look at her ghost here. She doesn't leave it. She keeps on hovering about over her children. But I could be wrong about this woman though. This might be the woman and this might be her daughter. So this woman has a daughter named Always, and Always with the last born are the ones left on the farm that she, you know, ascended away from. So those two children are left, you get, on the farm. But eventually this Always is sold to a man as a slave again. She's sold for money by her masters, her mistress, and she thinks she's going to go with the last born and her sister because her last born is very sickly, and she's not expecting that the mistress will need the last born for anything because she's sickly. She wanted to go with her sister to take care of her sister on the farm, but they did not allow it. So anyways, Always has left the farm, so now only the last born is on the farm, and the mother that is watching over them is very scared for her. She's very worried, and me too, I'm feeling bad for Plum is the name of the last born. So I'm going to read the chapter that I stopped at, chapter 6, and I'm going to talk about what I read on the chapter. So yeah. Hi, Cello. Hi. My name is King. I am streaming from Nigeria. Where are you from? I'm reading a book today. Where are you from? Uh-oh. Wow. Mm. So, first things that happens in this chapter. So I said always the mistress did not want the last born Plum to follow her sister Always to the new master's home. So anyways, as they are going, like they are preparing to go, Always starts to scream her sister's name, like Plum, and Plum hears her sister and comes running. But people hold back the sisters from each other, and the new master, the man that bought Always, his name is Doke. So Doke holds Always and stops her from moving towards her sister. Anyways, one of the daughters of the mistress comes out. Her name is Virginia, and she's like, trying to deal with Always. Then everybody is caught up in dealing with Always. They forget to notice Plum. So Plum, because she's very tiny, she runs under the wagon. And I don't know how a wagon looks like underneath, how the machinery works, but she runs under the wagon and she finds a place to like slide herself to hang, you get, and nobody notices Plum there. Then they bring always down from the carriage and they tie her to the wagon and then drive off, with the daughter hanging in that space. And then this woman that is telling us the story, the ghost that's telling us the story, she's now telling us how she heard Plum crying in pain, because when the wagon starts to move and the driver is going very fast, Doke is going very fast, the wagon starts to do something, like it starts to pierce Plum's body. And Plum is like, she's scared that if she cries out, they will take her away from her sister. So she bears it, but the wagon is like tearing into her and she's bleeding. And then the way the thing moves, it sticks her to that position. She can't even move anymore. I should read it aloud. I don't know if you guys might enjoy it. So let me just get to where I am, then I'll start reading aloud. So the mother is like telling us that she hears her baby cry and she's like, what will God do? God should help her child. God should help her child, And then they finally get to the dog's home, and they are worried. Like, she's worried for her child, she says. Also, the way the book is written in this, the way like African Americans speak. They don't speak the way like they speak their own pidgin, like their own pidgin language. Yes. So I might not be able to read it properly. I don't know if that'll make sense. So the person that's narrating the story for us, like I said, is the mother that is a ghost now. Yeah, she's watching her children. So talking about Plum, she tells us, but she did not die right away. She was unconscious, near death, when the wagon stopped and the new master got out and pulled always on her back to the ground. God, why ain't you helping them? Helping me? What good is what you have let me do if I can't do nothing for nobody? But who can know your reasons? It was broad daylight, around about 11 or 12 o'clock. Hot mosquitoes squeaking, flies flying, birds flying, and screaming, always screaming. Being pulled by the feet, she could see into the thickets, through the bushes on the damp, gravelly ground, to the stream that all of a sudden looked like it was made of cracked glass. She had been hungry and very thirsty and thought maybe she was going to get some water, but no. Now she felt the damp dirt sticking to her, the gravel digging into her skin as he dragged her across it. She smelled the dirt. I think this is always now that is going through this pain. She smelled the dirt, the clay. Indeed, it was in her nose, her mouth, her eyes. Tired arms bled. Tired arms could not fight. She could not understand why and what he had to do this way. She had been going to wait to see how it all turned out before she would hate him. But now, she hated him now. The pimply rough skin, the broken ragged fingernails, his rough hands and ways he had hidden at the big house. The big house is where he bought her from. The handsome face with glittery small eyes the color of the sky now was ugly and hateful. She hated him now. Then the sound came. A laugh of happy madness, possession. He was laughing, stretching her legs open wide and looking and laughing as he dug his fingers into the tender flesh. She was beautiful and she was his slave, his body to do it as he liked, at any time, in any place, and none to say nay. He took her, like the savage he and his kind accused her of being. The hot sun shone through the tree leaves into her face. She never blinked her eyes. I felt twisted, grieved, memory, pain worse than death. See, I couldn't help her. She looked through the leaves to the sky and wondered between the pain why she could not die. When could she die? Time trudged on slow feet till it was over. When he was finished, spent, he moved up from her, looking at her with smiling eyes, proud and satisfied. How can a man be satisfied with what he takes, something not given to him? I don't know. He moved off from her, fixed himself up, and then took handfuls of water and threw them between her legs, jerked her up, then tried to kiss her. Kiss her? She struggled and he laughed. Then, half drugged, and carried her back to the wagon. left her in a heap. They had both seen the puddle of blood under the wagon, and when he had her safely on the wagon, he stooped down and pulled at the bloody rag hanging there, what was left of my baby. He held it up to Always and said seriously, "Was this that cute little sister of yours?" Always looked. The scream started and stopped in the same instant. There was no sound for this new pain added to so many others. Her heart just cried for this child she loved silently. "Please, master, can we put her in the wagon? I'll clean it up. I'll bury her. That's my sister." Doc held the bloody body bundle away from him, said, "Hell, you don't know if that's your sister or not, even live." Hello, Vansh. Hi. My name is King. Welcome to the stream. Who knows what a slave does when they are making babies? Always did cry a little sound, then said, "Master, sir, that's my sister. I know it. Can I have her, please?" Doc put straw and whatever together on the wagon bed and put the body on it. "You sure better clean this wagon up, cause blood is hard to come out and it looks ugly. What mistress is going to say about this slave being gone and dying?" For my own bloody body and clothes, Always said, "I'll clean it up good, master." Then he got in the wagon and finished the few miles home, her new home. Always bowed her head and heaved sobs inside her body that millions of people that were slaves to other human people have heaved down through all these centuries. I feel in this huge space around me. All kinds of people, all kinds. And that's the end of chapter 6. Was that coherent to you guys? Like, I wonder if you understood what I was reading. So that was what happened to Plum. Like, I don't know. That's even, I don't know. I cannot say if that was more horrifying than the thought of Plum, waiting for her sister, like at the farm, or being left behind by her sister. Who knows? The mistress would have sold that to somebody even worse, yeah. But like for her to die in such a manner is like so gruesome and horrifying. And I'm scared for Always' future with this Mr. Dokes. I'm so scared for her. So if you don't mind, I'll go on to the next chapter 7, and we'll continue reading, because now we are going to be dealing with Always in her new home with a new mistress and this new master. Always had, from her first walking and seeing times, loved trees and flowers, sunshine and birds and things. Now, looking at the yard and shabby fence of her new home, she felt nothing but a weary emptiness. The trees looked mean and brooding. The yard was like an empty, dead desert full of death. There was no comfort in the huge trees full of birds. They looked stiff, unreal, and unfriendly, like the whole place had been lost and was just standing there to become her grave, not her home. She looked at the land where it stretched out, trying to see the end of life. So I think this is safe to say that this is Always, actually. This is probably Always, and this is her mother watching over her. Doc was proud of his slave, and now he looked at his land and he felt himself to be almost rich gentry. Rich gentry is like being part of the noble class. You get? He grinned, stretched out his arm, pointing, waving at his land. "This here is all mine. 35 acres, good soil, and we're gonna fix this house up too. I got a new wife coming, your mistress." Always looked at the land through pain and hooded eyes and hate. Doc said on, "Right now, you don't show up so good, but just two men. You don't show up so good, just two men." And his voice hardened, one of them a useless cripple. So I think he's referring to his own servant. He looked at Always thoughtfully. But with a wife and you, a studied slave, with a lot of good years and strong suckers in you, we're gonna one day stretch out to as far as you can see. Always looked down to her sister Plum, dead. What did she care where land reached to? She hated that Plum had to be buried in this bastard land. But it would only have been a little better back at Swallowland where she had come from. New thoughts was new things to my Always, but now she had some. She raised her eyes again to the land, a place, a secret place she would find to bury her little sister, the end of her family. And that secret piece of land she would make hers. She would steal it. And she thought, I won't walk this field. They can kill me, but I won't walk this field. I want to die anyway. I hate this man. I hate his wife. I hate his land, and I will hate his children and all the children too. Then, in an even newer thought struck her, I will live. I will live to destroy them like they destroyed me and my mama and my family. She looked at the land again. I'm gonna destroy you too. The gust of power from the hate left her as sudden as it had come. She felt her emptiness, her being without any power. And she bowed her gritty, bloody head over toward her bloody baby sister and cried all over again, inside her soul, not with her eyes. The wagon pulled into the yard. The man, the wagon pulled into the yard. The man, Doc, called out, Poon! And soon, a older black woman came limping down the back steps through the yard to the wagon. She was looking at Always to see was this new thing come to make her life harder or better. Poon was about 35 years old, looking 50. 19 children born and sold to buy most of the land the butlers had. Scars showed for the minutes she hadn't been useful or been trying to fight off her masters. Lines, deep lines from the time she had given birth to her babies alone. Her babies? No, just babies. No, was her babies, with no help. Hemorrhaging, going back to work in the kitchen or the field because there was nobody else to do the work. There wasn't one soft line in her grey old face with the drooping, sad, dark round eyes, filled with sad memories and question. Where was them babies? She did not dislike Always. She did not like her either. Just almost nothing left in her for feelings. But she was glad there was another woman here now to bear some of the burden and strain of her life. She was a dark, ashy brown color, head wrapped in a flower-cloth rag, dressed many times patched and soiled, with many days wearing without a wash. She was barefoot, body bent from old pain. Her soul was bent from old pain. But there was something. Her eyes were not broken, only sad. Or was it hate in them? Always did not know or care. She was too full of her own hate and pain. She slowly turned her eyes from Poon, said, Master, I have to bury my sister. Please, sir. Doc looked over his shoulder at the body and groaned. Oh, yeah, well, be quick about it. Poon will show you where. Then get on back here to the kitchen. We need a new taste of food in this house. Poon don't try hard no more. He had a better thought. Say, you come in the kitchen now and bury that body later after your kitchen work is done. Then Poon will show you where she buried her dead ones. Who can argue with fate? Always whispered closely. Can I cover her up? From the flies, master. He was down from the wagon, mind on something else. Can't nothing hurt her now, get on. She went, and the hate took stronger roots in my daughter's belly and began to grow stronger in her mind. That mind that tried to plot, to scheme, but unused to having a real goal, it didn't know how. It lay in wait. Time, it said. Time. So that was chapter 7. I wonder if you are interested in chapter 8. So if you want me to still read chapter 8, just let me know. Say go ahead, then I'll go ahead, or go ahead please, and I'll go ahead. So this chapter we just got done with is about always getting to the new home and being confronted with the realities that is very different from the one she's coming from. And also we meet a new character, Poon. And Poon has had 19 children, giving birth to 19 children, and not all of them survived, but the ones that survived were all sold, so there is no one left in the house with her. But something that we need to pay attention to is where it tells us that Poon's eyes were not broken. The difference between being beaten down and being broken, and especially in these times here where the idea of slavery insists on you not being a human being, insists on you not seeing yourself as a human being. Yeah, so a level of being broken would be not seeing yourself anymore as a human being, and Poon had not gotten to that point. And if I'm thinking well, she might be a useful, let me not say useful because that's so icky, let's just say she might be a wonderful ally for always and whatever plan she's inspired to come up with based on her hatred for this man called Dukes. So I've not heard anything affirmative, so maybe I'll read it and then talk about the story. So I'm done with chapter 8, and in chapter 8 we just see always settling into the new home. And because always has always been a hard worker, somebody that they don't used to be forced to do work, like, she got into the swing of working for the house. She mended clothes, she she fetched firewood, and she made the fire burn the house. The cripple that Dokes was talking about was his own brother that he made his slaves watch after. So now always was taking care of, his name is Jason, so always taking care of Jason. And Jason has a kind heart. According to the narrator, Jason has a kind heart. So and then always that says she hates the land. She keeps on looking at the land every time something happens to her. Like when the master dogs would assault her sexually, she would go sometimes over the kitchen steps and just be looking over the land, just looking and looking over the land. And then one day she decides to go into the land, and then she takes a hoe and she starts to, you know, break soil and plants, just getting in rhythm with the land. Somehow it feels as if she's now embracing the land, yeah. And then as she's getting familiar with her routine, she doesn't talk to anybody, she doesn't confide in anybody, she's just in her own world, yeah. But she's helping out at the house, she's doing everything, she's planting vegetables, she's planting fruit, she's cleaning up the room, she's taking care of the house, and his new wife is coming. So she's also preparing things for the new wife to be comfortable and all of that. So she gets so familiar with the land that she starts to connect with Indians, yeah, as in the Native Americans. I'm not calling them Indians, Native Americans, that were all in that period, they were usually hunted down by white men and all of that. Anyways, she's communicating with them and they're telling her about the land. She makes friends with one, his name is Papa Go, and he has a wife, his wife has a child, and she knows this, and she starts to send him things. So the narrator is saying, like, they were all poor, but it didn't make any difference what race anybody was if you needed help those days. So her knowledge grew about the land. So always knowledge grew about the land. And now we're in chapter 9. So I'm going to read chapter 9 and talk about what happened. Chapter 9, the new wife has arrived at the house. There's this thing that this character, the new wife, says to herself when she's thinking, because they have this moment where always is pregnant. Of course, she's pregnant, and the new wife is also pregnant. And the new wife, nobody knows about always his pregnancy or her baby, and I don't think Dope does not care about that. So his wife is pregnant, and she's telling always, because always is her maid, and always is like brushing her hair and all of that. She's like, oh, I want the land to do so well because I want my baby to inherit something, and always does not say anything. So it gets to the conversation where she now somehow always tells her that she's also pregnant, and the wife starts to think to herself that, oh, uh, maybe it's true what they say about people like always, that they used to sleep with anybody and they don't know who the father of their babies are. Hmm. And then she's thinking to herself that, oh, her baby is going to inherit the land while always baby will just be poor and a slave forever. And so the description of the new wife is that she's kind of naive to the point of stupidity, because I don't know, you can be naive to an extent, but I don't know about being so stupid to think like that. To me, she's just stupid, but I don't think there's any malice in it. I think she's just stupid, and it is the privilege of her position as a white woman that allows her to be comfortably stupid. Yeah, just very, very stupid. I have to say it. But I'm not done with the chapter yet. The narrator says, she didn't say, I'll set you and your child free someday and give you a little land. She just felt a little pity. That's all. Very, very stupid. So in this aspect, she's talking to Poon, always talking to Poon, and she's confiding in Poon now that she's expecting her baby, but she wants to live in her own house. She doesn't want to live with her child in the house with the master and his wife. And she says she's going to turn the chicken house into a house with her child. And she says she's going to grow a garden. And I'm narrating this because it's interesting what she says. Poon is like, oh, maybe you want to grow a garden so you can, make your own food and eat your own food and whatever. And she's like, no, I'll eat what everybody else is eating, but my my garden is going to give me silver and gold money. And Poon is like, don't you know what you are? Always says, they can't slave my wishing. I can try. Oh, something to note is that always is light skinned. Of course, she's light skinned. She's a child of her mother and the master in the former house where she's coming from. Okay. So we're done with chapter 9. In chapter 9, it's more like always has begun to formulate something of a plan. So she wants to have her own source of income, but she also wants to be literate. So you know that Poon is taking care of Dope's crippled brother, Mr. Jason. So she tells Poon to ask Jason to teach her how to read. She spends all her time with her. Why would you teach her how to read? And Poon was like, it's against the law, I'm old, I don't need reading, blah. And she's like, you are not dead, you can learn. And she tells Poon that all these things I'm telling you, if you like, tell people, but I don't know. Everybody wants better for themselves. So if you want better for yourself, you can just, try instead of accepting this thing. And also, there's a chance that this master that you're holding on to, Jason, he might die. Then what? You'll be out in the fields again, walking your back to the bone. So why not just let's make this place grow in such a way that you don't have to suffer? And so that night, she asks Jason to teach her how to read, and so she comes to meet always to teach always the things that she has learned. So that is how always now starts to learn the English alphabet again up to Z. And always had already learned how to read a bit from her brother before he left. So she's happy, and because the timing of the pregnancies is close, The mistress tells always that she wants always to be the one to bet her baby. She doesn't want anybody else because her mother cannot come. She's sick. She doesn't have any relatives close by. She only trusts always. Although this was after she always had already asked her that she wanted to move into that chicken house, if she would allow her move into the chicken house. And the mistress says, okay, you can move, but I want you close by and all of that. So she's dependent on always. She likes always. She doesn't even have any malice in her heart. Like I said, she's very naive. So she doesn't have any malice in her heart for always. Anyways, our narrator tells us that she's looking forward to always grandchildren. That would be her favorite grandbaby. Like she knows about Peach. That's her other daughter that is in Scotland. She knows about Peach's children, but she cares more about always grandbaby. This one will be special to her. So we ended chapter 9 and chapter 10. So I'm going to read chapter 10 now, and we'll continue. Hello, Gaurav. Hi. Welcome to the stream. How was school today? I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How was school? Sad. I don't look sad. Oh. I'm reading something a bit sad, I guess, maybe, but I'm not sad like that. I'm not sad. The story is sad, so maybe that's why. Oh, to where? Where are you traveling to, and who are you traveling with? Who are you traveling with? Where are you going to? So I'm done with chapter 10. Chapter 10, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Just enjoy your trip, okay? Have fun, I guess. Is it a school trip or family trip? So I'm done with chapter 10, and in chapter 10, Union Territory of India school trip. For how long? So that means you are going with your friends. You have to have fun, oh. 2 days. Good afternoon, Yusuf. Thank you for joining the stream today. How are you? 2 days, that is Friday and Saturday, yeah? So you are returning on Sunday or Monday. I'm fine, Yusuf. Oh. How is school so far? Your Did you miss too much? Sure you have caught up. I trust you now. Guru. You caught up with your what do you call it? Syllabus, I'm sure. Even though you missed 3 weeks, I'll be 2 weeks. Gaurav, you're returning on Sunday, yeah? Or on Monday. You skipped today. Why? Okay, so you go tomorrow with them. Oh, that's cool. Why did you skip today? Is it work? What are you people going there for? Is it like school project or something? Yusuf, I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. So I just read chapter 10, and in chapter 10 we have um that's interesting. Butterflies and waterfall. Take pictures, oh, or less do not allow you to take your phone. If you take pictures of those things, okay, and the food too. I want to see the food you ate. I want to see the waterfall. I want to see some butterflies. Take pictures of all those things, okay? I want to see all of them. Also, are you done with your school reports? Have you done your school reports? your poster assignment or your project. So I was reading chapter 10. I finished chapter 10, and chapter 10 is like our narrator sees her son living his life, and she tells us how she can see any of her kids by just thinking of them. So she will appear wherever they are. Exploring, that's cool, that's cool. It's good that your school takes you on stuff like that. If you go with your friends, make sure you have a good time there with your friends, okay? Hi Yusuf, hi. How are you? How is school now? Have you caught up to your lectures already? This is a whole week that has gone by, yeah? I hope you've caught up to your classes. And what about notes? Gora, I'll be here now when you come back, so don't be scared. Anyways, you can relax, have fun with your friends. Don't think about the stream too much. You can always check it out when you come back. You can always check it out when you come back. By the time you are like enjoying the place with your friends, you will not even think of me at all. Which is good. It is good. You should always make sure to enjoy yourself, okay? Just enjoy yourself. That's the most important thing. So chapter 11 is a lie. You have friends. Those friends are in your posts on Instagram, okay? You have friends. It's a lie. You have friends. Those guys on your pictures on your account, those are not your friends. If you don't have friends, then you make friends. That's the assignment. Serious. Hey, party. I told you to check my Instagram. Like, you not followed my account. I want to see your picture, Yusuf. Congratulations. You're more or less done with school now. Oh, Gora. Then you make new friends. That's the assignment. On this trip, make sure you try to make at least one friend. Just talk to somebody new, try to engage them in a conversation. The way you used to talk to me here. Like, try it. Yusuf, congratulations. I want to see your pictures. Take pictures, okay? Take pictures. That means, like, what are you guys doing today? Are you going somewhere in the evening to, like... It's in my description. Check the description of this video. You'll see my Instagram handle. You lost a friend. How, Gaurav? What happened? And your girlfriend? How? Why? How did that happen? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, so sorry about that, Gaurav. I didn't know that. Yeah. It's in my description. You just tag me to your pictures. I need to see so that, or you just follow me and I'll see it. Oh, so it's not allowed. Is it because you guys are very young? It's not allowed in your country now. Sorry. Sometimes it's just like that. I think it's just where you are in life right now. Maybe, adults now. Adults are very strict. So just, I don't know. I hope you just leave it alone, okay? Don't blame yourself or blame her, okay? It's just the situation. Your parents, they probably know best, okay? For now, okay? Just leave it alone. Don't blame her and don't blame yourself. Just say it's this part you are in life. When you get to a place in life where you are freer, when you are older, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. As long as you have to be happy. That's why I said when you go to this trip, just talk to somebody. Try to meet somebody new, a friend. Just make friends. Try. Like, people don't make friends by magic. It's effort. Just they go out on a limb and just say hi to somebody or talk about something that somebody else likes, and let me know how it goes. You have to make friends. Like, life is so beautiful. People are wonderful. There are wonderful people out there for you to meet. Okay, don't just stay inside. Even if it's one friend, one is okay. Just talk to somebody. Okay, don't just be alone. Play with people. Be free. And you must tell me how it went when you come back. I want to hear good news. Tell me that, I talked to somebody, I spoke with somebody, you know. That's why I say, don't wait for people to come to you. Go and meet people now. Don't wait for people to come to you. Go and meet people. Somebody you've not talked to before. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you meet people like that, but you don't have to stay with them. Meet somebody new and just randomly talk to them. Don't try to, make them close. Just be free. All those ones, they used to come to you. Now you go to meet people. Don't wait for people to come to you. Go and meet people. Okay? Don't let them make you feel somehow. Okay? Don't make people feel as if don't feel sad because people are treating you. No. You can meet wonderful people. You will meet more wonderful people. Trust me. You meet wonderful people as long as you open your heart. But not that you allow people take advantage of you, like people that will say they're your friends and they take stuff from you all the time. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I saw that picture. Oh, I see Yusuf's message. Notification. Yes, I saw that picture, Gora. Is that your only friend or the friend that is not nice? What? That's so silly. What? That's not your friend. That is not your friend at all. At all, at all. What? Me? That's so. Throw him away from your mind. No. No, 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 no. That's not your friend. That's not friendship. Good, good, Yusuf. I just saw your notification. So I'll catch up with you after. Yes, I told you I don't have Instagram account. I think I was like, Instagram is not doing anything for me now. I don't have any social media or anything. So I'll see it when I'm done. Once I leave the stream, I'll see it. I'm excited. What's the color, Yusuf? What's the color of you guys, FIB? Gorav, don't worry about it, okay? That's not your friend. He has never been your friend. Don't worry about it. You meet wonderful people that will not care about all of that. Yeah. You don't have to feel that way, okay? You don't have to do things like that. Somebody that is your friend should not make you feel bad for beating him in chess. Yeah, that's why I said he's not your friend. Just throw him away, I beg. Meet new people. As I said, this one, they'll be so surprised when they see you go and meet somebody new, and that's they'll be so surprised. Daddy go out. Alright, let me to open gate for you. Come. They'll be so surprised when you go and talk to somebody new. Those type of people. Yeah, they'll be there watching you. They don't want to talk to you. But when you make new friends, they'll now want to be your friends. Don't allow them back in your life. Make sure you go. Hello. Hello, Oh, my friend from Brazil. I know how to speak it. Let me speak it. What is this thing? Oh, how to say hello in Brazil? Comequista. Comequista. I learned to count. Okay. Funny thing is, I don't play chess, and he goes to classes, and he needs a teacher to help me defeat, and he still lost. Thank you, Emerson Pereira. Comequista. Okay, another thing again. What is this thing to learn to say? How to say how I learned this thing. Um mm, I'll remember it. How are you? How are you, Pereira? Okay, you're fine. Go up, that person is not your friend though. At all. Can you imagine? So you still beat him, and instead of him to accept that, maybe he's just not good at chess. He's not talking to you again. I beg, forget him, Joe. He's not a good fellow. He's not a good person at all. As I told you, if you go where you're going to now, don't be afraid. Meet somebody new. What will they do? They'll just not talk to you. See another person, talk to her. Like, be free. Be free. Just try it. Okay? Those type of people, they are not worth it. Dear Pravi. Hey. Let me say the thumbs up. Where am I seeing? Thank you for your compliments. I think this is a nice compliment. I don't know, anybody can translate what Wemasin is saying for me. I'll appreciate it. Also, tell me how to say thank you to Wemasin in Portuguese. If you can translate it for me, I'd appreciate that. Translation, please. Gora, don't be discouraged, okay? Don't be discouraged. You're a wonderful person. Okay, you meet wonderful people, trust me. No matter how long it takes or how you might feel like maybe you cannot talk to that person. Lie. You'll be able to talk to people, you meet wonderful people, and they'll be kind to you. They'll not be like all these nonsense people that you know. They'll be kind to you, don't worry, okay? I'm trying to remember what I learned in Portuguese. I should have checked it again. Anyways, thank you for asking. What is this thing? Komekista is how are you? From Nigeria. I am from Nigeria. My name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Thank you for coming to my stream. Nigeria, yeah. Nigeria. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm streaming from. Okay. I think it's Harare or something. Is it Harare? Portuguese. What do I want to say again? So, Gorav, don't be discouraged, okay? You're a very wonderful guy. You make people laugh. You are kind. You have good taste in movies. Also, you watch anime. I'm sure you'll be able to connect with people. Connect with people by asking them of their interests. And if you don't know what they like if they say something that you don't know, you'll be like, oh, I can look that up. I can check it out. And you check it out and you can talk to them about it the next day. Or if they ask you what you like, you tell them, and if they also like what you like, and you go from there. Friendship is not supposed to be hard. at least when you are making them. And it's not supposed to be painful. Yes. Yes, where am I saying? Where am I saying? Where am I saying? Correct. Correct. How to say correct in Portuguese? Yes. Where am I saying? Yes. Correct. Nigeria. Where am I saying? You are from Brazil, yes? Where am I saying? Is from Brazil. Where am I saying? You are from Brazil, yeah? Lots of people are coming into my stream now. Welcome everybody. My name is King. I am streaming from Nigeria. Yes, 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 yes. Brazil. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Anyways, today was wonderful on stream. I started with doing my makeup. I don't know if you noticed it. I did my makeup and then I had a very heated conversation with somebody about guns. Yes, I think this is Brazil. Yeah, it's Brazil. Brasilia, abi? How to say Brazil. So stream was very, very interesting. I started off with doing my makeup. It was very awkward, but it was interesting, I guess, because I had a wonderful conversation with somebody, like a newcomer to the channel, and they subscribed. It was cool. And then I started reading this book, Family. So the Minas Gerais or Gerais. I have to learn Portuguese. I have to learn Portuguese. Oh, so the Minas Gerais. I will translate this. I wonder what this means. If anybody can translate it for me, I would appreciate it. Help me translate Wemasin's message. And I enjoyed. I started this reading from chapter 6, and I got to chapter 11. Like I'm chapter 11 now. So I'm going to continue from there the next time we read this book. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of yoga stretching after this so that my spine recovers properly. So if you want to support the channel, please subscribe, like. My Instagram is in the description and my email address is in the description. If you want to support me any other way, gostei da cruz. What does that mean? I need a translator. Oh, gostei da cruz. Okay, I'm going to translate it. Let me screenshot it. Let me screenshot it so I can translate it. Okay. When I'm saying come back to my stream again tomorrow and I'll have a basic vocabulary to speak with you on the stream. I stream every day, so I'll be here tomorrow. So I'll try to pick up a little Portuguese so that we can communicate easier. Or maybe I should get my laptop. Oh, I don't understand. Sorry. sorry, I don't understand. Uh, but I hope you had a wonderful time on my stream today. I hope you had fun with me today. I enjoyed coming online today, and I will see you tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. Cut away the problems and the sorrow till there's none. When you're stuck in a day that's grey and lonely, I just feel like my chin and green and say, oh, the sun come out tomorrow. I have to understand a little bit of Portuguese, man. I'm very curious right now. I'm sure there are really, really nice words. I'm sorry, Martin. I'll do better, okay? I'll do better. Just check me out again tomorrow, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll see. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye, but I have to say goodbye. I have to say goodbye. Goodbye to everybody. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is in my description if you want to still, connect with me. So my Instagram is in my description. And I will see you. Or if you want to support me, my email is in my description. So you can send me emails of support, in any way you want to support me. I'll support the channel. I would appreciate it. But most of all, please subscribe, like the chat, like the stream, and show up to my video. Okay. Okay. So I have to go now. Okay. Bye. 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 Mm.